Welcome back. So if you're here, this is a follow-up video to my last video, which was a TripleTen honest review from a current student. This will, of course, be my last video because I'm quitting the TripleTen platform, and I'll explain why here. So basically, long story short, is I feel like the cybersecurity system program that they offer was a little bit lacking in a few ways. Now, I did learn when I attempted to cancel that the system was definitely a newer system that they were offering. So I guess cybersecurity was kind of a newer thing. So maybe there's just some bugs and some glitches in the system that they haven't quite worked out. Unfortunately, I caught what appeared to be a lot of them because I kept having trouble. So they use a virtual machine that you log into and that you create an account and um, anyways, when you're logged in, you can use a Linux server. They have a Windows machine set up. So um, I found that the Kali Linux machine that they had you use, it kept locking up on me, and it was something where I spoke with multiple tutors, and we could never find a good fix. We found a good band-aid, but the problem is that the issue kept happening. And now I'm a father of three, I'm married, and I'm full-time employed, so I have hours in the day to allot to this program, but unfortunately most of those hours kept getting spent trying to reset the server, and that just doesn't work for me because I'm here to try to educate, not try to fix the software that I'm supposed to be using that's supposed to be what they're offering here. Now, maybe not everybody was having those issues. Clearly I'm maybe one of a few, but it was still something that I had to deal with, and it's something that you might end up having to deal with too. So it's buyer beware. Now, that's not to say that they aren't a good company. They were very cordial. They're very polite. They've never given me a hard time. So when I said that I wanted to cancel, I was hoping I could get at least some, possibly all my money back. Unfortunately, after the 2 week period, everything's prorated, so it's based on the length of time you've been with the program, and how far into the program. If you're past the 60% mark, they're pretty much gonna tell you, sorry, you're well past beyond what we think that you should to get a full refund or even a partial refund. So I believe it's my understanding that at that point you're kind of out of luck. I'd only gotten to about 15 to 20% maybe, and I was about maybe 3 weeks outside of the 2 week trial period, so I wasn't that far in. But I kept having to push the sprint that I was on back because of the issues I was having. I could never just complete the issue, or complete the program. I mean, the sprint. When I went to cancel, of course, they attempted to give me every offer in the world about how I can postpone, I can wait till after the holidays. I didn't want to do any of that. I was ready just to call it quits because I had already been having a lot of issues, and in my mind, I didn't think that those issues were going to be resolved enough that it would mean that I should keep going. And at that point, I didn't want to lose any more money, essentially. Um, so I think where TripleTen would shine is if you are somebody who is maybe younger, maybe still living at home. You have just a plethora of free time. You don't have a lot of bills or a lot of responsibilities. That's the kind of person that could really benefit by TripleTen. Um, Again, I think the company is great. Um, the key issue I had, I think, was the success manager. Now, she was great, nice enough, um, clearly from another part of the world. And I think there was somewhat of a language barrier maybe there, but also I feel like anytime that I had an issue that I raised, the answer I got back felt very scripted, very just copied and pasted via text. And then the calls that we had on Zoom, I just felt like there was a little bit lacking there. Now, maybe that was just my one experience, and maybe it was just that one person, and I'm not going to name her. That you've got enough information that if you know who it is, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to drag her through the mud. She's nice enough, and she tried very hard to help the issues, so fair play. So all that to say, TripleTen is not for me. So if you're like me, if you've got a family, you've got bills to pay, you've got full-time job, maybe not the best option. But again, if you're younger and you have, very little responsibilities or you're living at home, this might be a great program for you. So hopefully this helped you. you know, like I said, I won't be proceeding with TripleTen, but hopefully they are super successful in the future, and hopefully that if you are currently with the system or with their program, you have great success. I wish nothing but the best, and I hope you have a great day.